Three, and I believe we are live. Yes, we are live. Hi, everybody. Hi. I just want to get my chat out because I every time, and I have Barbara Higgins today as my special guest star crafter. She's right over there. I don't know who's here and who's not because I don't see a
Hey,
lot of chat. But if you're here, could you let us know so that we can say hello and stuff? So just so everybody knows, Barbara's internet may or may not work, and she's doing the best she can with
right.
what she has, right, Barbara? So we're just gonna go.
Fingers crossed. Yes.
Hey, Bren, how you doing? Welcome. So we're just gonna do the best we can, and when Barbara is showing, and Pamela, hi Pamela. So Barbara can't see chat, so I'm going to be when she's showing the craft that she's doing, I'm going to be reading chat, whatever chat there is. I'm not going to be doing anything because what she's doing sort of fascinates me, so I want to watch it. It's not like I haven't done enough pumpkins, Barbara, between you and Joanne and Martha, and I've been doing. I got to go out and buy more pumpkins now. It's ridiculous. Dollar store is going to see
Uh,
me. And hey, Cynthia. Hi. So I'm just going to start just telling you, Barbara Cynthia's here. Barbara Pamela's here. So,
hey,
yeah.
ladies. How are you?
And so if the connection isn't the greatest, we're just going to go with it because Barbara has said, thankfully, that she was going to come on. And Shirley's here. Hi, Shirley. Shirley came in just so that
Hey,
I,
Jersey.
I really think what Barbara's doing, well, it interests me. And I think if Dollar Tree sees me coming to buy any more of those little styrofoam pumpkins, they're going to shut the door on me. But yeah, so how is everybody tonight? How we doing? So Barbara, you made two pumpkins. You have two pumpkins ready for us tonight.
Yeah. Well, I was going to attempt to do one today, but I've had a bad day and I didn't
Yeah.
get it finished. So we'll just work on one.
Okay. All right. Okay. Hey
But
Joanne, how you doing? I'm
yeah, I
so
have
glad to
one.
see you. So Shirley's doing okay. Yes.
Good.
So I mean, Barbara has. I don't know. If she know Barbara. Do you know the recipe for that beautiful black gesso that you made, or do you have to look that up? Because I forgot to ask you about that before.
I got it right here.
You got it there.
I've got
Okay.
it right here.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Um, you, you use 1/4 cup of cornstarch,
Okay.
1/4 cup of like Elmer's white school glue,
Okay.
and then it calls for 1 spoon of black acrylic paint. But I think I used like 3.
So it calls for two
And
cups.
then you just mix it up.
So it calls for 2 cups.
Do what, honey?
It calls for 2 cups
It
of
calls
black.
for 2 cups.
Why am I? Why am I?
Why am I?
Hold on. I know we're
It
hearing it.
was a. I know
Not,
we're hearing it.
it's not even starting on
It's
the.
not,
Why am
not
I
even
hearing
starting on
it?
the
YouTube
oh.
Hold on.
YouTube side. Hold on.
Started streaming 4 minutes ago, and it's not showing it to me.
Started streaming 4 minutes ago, and it's not showing it.
All right. You know what we're gonna do?
All right. You know what we're gonna do?
What? I X'd out of my YouTube.
Yeah.
Totally.
I X'd out of my YouTube.
No, I'm still hearing.
No, I'm still hearing.
Is anybody else hearing an echo?
Is anybody else hearing an echo? I hear an echo. I don't know about them.
My YouTube side is not open.
My YouTube side is not open.
Yes, you're all hearing it? Okay, how do we fix this? I have
Yes,
no
you're all
idea.
hearing it? Okay, how do we fix this? I have no idea.
Okay. All right, Barbara, I'm gonna go out.
I ain't got nothing.
All right,
Barbara, I'm gonna go out.
Okay.
You're gonna do what, baby?
You just stay on. I'm gonna go out and come back in.
You just stay on. I'm gonna go out and come back in. Oh, okay. All right. If there's anybody there, June will be back in a minute. And I can't see chat, so hi to everyone. Wow. Now we had a whistle.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, am I still on? Does everybody see me? I'm sorry. I know there was a lot of. Hi, could people in chat, I'm sorry. Hi, Lise. Shirley, you can see me? Okay. I don't know what I did to get this, but now I need Barbara to come back on. I hope that she can come back on. Wow, I never had that. I was showing up double, I know, because somehow or another I messed it up by having myself open on 2 StreamYards, but I think I'm okay if I could get Barbara back. I'm hoping she can come back in. Sorry about that, guys. Camera's here. I'm trying to watch chat, which is there, and the little icons. Let me see. Where is my phone? So I'll tell Barbara to try to come back in. Nothing like a little technical difficulties, guys. It makes the world go around. Oh, wait. Here we go. Barbara's coming back. Hold on.
Okay.
Can you hear me? Barbara, you're back.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yes, and there's no echoing either, I hope.
Okay.
Right? Okay, we're good. We see that was just a little,
So far.
little blip. Little blip. Okay, Lise, hi. How are you? I think I said hello to everybody else. I'm so glad everybody's here. A lot better. Thank you, Shirley. Good. I'm so glad because that was making me sweat a little bit. Now, I'm just going to say this and then we'll go over to Barbara. Hopefully it lasts. I had my first day in school today. Today was the day that it was a conference day. The kids weren't in the classroom. And they're doing a lot of things to make the school safe, which I'm really, really happy about. Every year before we start, we have to go and we have to watch these videos on, I forgot what it's called, but you have to watch things on bullying, handling hazardous chemicals. Now, I don't handle hazardous chemicals, so I don't know why I have to watch it, but I know that it's a New York State rule. So we sit, we watch it, and then we have to answer questions at the end. So it's about 6 to 7 videos that we have to watch. Some of them are longer than others because they don't let you read it yourself. I guess there's an audio, so the person reads it, but I didn't have my audio on because the audio aggravates. I didn't want to put earphones on because I don't like putting on other people's earphones. So we got that done, which was really good. And I got to see a lot of the teachers and walk around the school. They have a lot of different rules now. They're making every traffic go only one way. Like, everybody's got to go around no matter where your classroom is. You have to follow the traffic sign, like rules. And they're only allowing one student at a time in the restrooms. So they're really trying to make it as safe as possible for all the kids. And I felt really good about that. So and I went to my classroom where I'm going to be working, and my desk is faced a little funny. It's like faced away from the kids. So I'm going to ask my teacher if I can move it somehow. But they spread out the desks. All classrooms used to have 25 desks in them. Now it seems like if they have 10 to 12, it's a lot. So they're really trying to follow the rules. So I'm pretty, I wouldn't say I'm excited, but I'm feeling more comfortable about going to school. So that's about the only thing that I wanted to share with everybody. So that was today. So it starts next Tuesday. And that's about it. So, Barbara, do you feel you want to start? Barbara's going, okay, let me explain something. Between Joanne, Barbara, Christine, and Martha, they got me on this pumpkin kick. Joanne started it, where all I was doing was decorating pumpkins with fabric, painting. What was that decoupage that I screwed up? So I decided to paint over it. And so they really started me on doing all these wonderful pumpkin crafts for either Thanksgiving or Halloween, because you can go both ways. You can have pretty pumpkins for Thanksgiving, which everybody knows. So Barbara has and I have something glistening. Okay. Barbara has another way, which is really very exciting, and I'm going to put it on her. She cannot see comments because she's trying to do this on her phone, but she has another really cool way to do this, and she's going to show us all how to do it. So, Barbara, I'm going to put it on you totally, and I will read chat for everybody. Okay. Now, let me see if I don't
All
screw
right.
this.
All
So,
right.
it's all yours, sweetheart. Go ahead. You got it.
Hey, everybody. How's everybody doing? First thing, June was talking about the recipe for the black gesso. It was 1/4 cup of cornstarch, 1/4 cup of white glue, like the Elmer school glue, and then it called for 1 tablespoon of acrylic black paint. But I didn't like the color, so I think I wound up putting 3 tablespoons. So just add the paint until you get the color you want. If it was to get too thick, all you do is add just a tiny bit of water, just a little at a time, till you get what consistency. Okay, what I'm going to try to do is.
Well, before you go, Christine's on. Christine just came on and said, "Hey, Barbara." Christine is here.
Hey,
Barbara,
darling.
Barbara can't see chat.
Okay, this is what I'm going to do. This is just a box, and it was a Zackaby French fry box. And I've took eggshells and alcohol inks, and it made it like a real texture. Only thing, and let's see, I also, this was a little wooden cross, and I painted it black and done the eggshell on it. And then I also done a little heart and made them into necklaces. So you can do quite a few different things with this.
It seems like you can pretty much cover anything with that as long as you can put glue on it, right? I mean,
right.
when I had seen those, Barbara had showed those to me, and I was so excited about it because I had seen it on and off in other places, but just the way that she added her alcohol inks and the different colors, I thought was really, really cool, especially for this project.
Okay, the main thing though is with your eggshells. The way I do it is I just take the shells, like when we do scrambled eggs, and I put them in a bowl of hot water with antibacterial dishwashing liquid. and I change the water like 3-4 times a day, and I leave it for 24 hours. That way it kills all your germs. But then on the inside of your shell, you'll have like a skin, like,
Yes.
and you have to peel that off. For one, if you don't peel it off, that's what's going to make it not smell good.
Uh-huh.
and
Okay.
and it also the eggshells will turn loose. They won't stick. So just
Oh.
make sure your eggshells are really clean. That's a big to do. But
Can I,
everybody else was doing
Barbara, wait, I got
styrofoam
a question.
pumpkins.
Barbara,
Okay,
I got a
okay.
question. I'm sorry. So you're using raw eggshells. That's what, and you just kept it in the water like for 24 hours and kept on changing it. But those are all raw shells. Have you ever
Yeah,
done it using cooked eggshells? You know, when you hard boiled an egg?
you can, but the only thing is instead of getting big pieces like this, you're going to get very, very tiny pieces because
Okay.
that membrane wants to cook and stick to the eggshells.
Right.
It's a whole lot harder to clean.
Okay.
So,
And Shannon's here and says, "Hi, Mama."
hey, darling. Hey, baby girl. Mm, okay. And everybody else been using styrofoam. Well, this is a ceramic. I got it at the Dollar Tree for $1. And this is the same thing. The only thing I did was gesso it. It only took one coat because this is my homemade gesso and it's really thick and it covers excellent. It's the best gesso I've had so far. And after I did that, I just put one coat of this is Walmart, the little cheap bottles at Walmart paint, and I painted it. So now what we're going to do is I use Aleene's tacky glue, and you just want to, well, here we go.
Yeah.
Won't be stuck.
Teresa's here. Hi, Teresa. How you
Hey,
doing?
how are you, honey? But I just smear my glue on, and then you take an eggshell, you lay it on top, and then you just smash it with your fingers.
Oh,
Yep, and it'll break up, and
oh,
it
it's
just, huh?
Ashley's here too. Hi, Ashley.
Hey, baby girl. And so that's what you want to do. And
Wow.
then you just kind of fill in all the spaces, and all you have to do is mash it, and it'll crunch up.
How nice is that? Now
Hmm.
you put a pretty thick coat of the tacky glue on there. Would you say it was
Yes.
a thick coat?
Now see right here how white you
Yes.
you you need a good coating of glue for it to stay.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah. Ah, I'm nervous, y'all. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I ain't
You
used to
know
doing.
what? You're on. That's all. I mean, that's Barbara. As far as I'm concerned, you're on. You're showing us a wonderful craft. Now I got to go out and buy more pumpkins. I swear, I'm not going to be able to walk into my house with all the pumpkins, you ladies. All right, you got to stop.
Yeah,
You got
and,
to stop inspiring me with all this stuff.
and you're gonna have to eat a bunch of eggs.
Yeah, well, I can tell my kids to save them for me.
That's it. That's it.
He
Hey,
says, "Don't be." Everybody's saying hello. Teresa says hi. So glad
I
you're doing here. And Christine is here. And all Joanne and let's see, Lise. I might have missed some because they're up in the chat. Shirley, hi. I didn't want to forget. Shirley, Pamela, Bren. Oh, we have a nice good Cynthia. Sorry, Cynthia, you were all the way up there. I didn't want to make you feel like I missed you. You're doing good, Ash says. You got this, Mom. See, she's no everybody. You got this. You got this. You're doing great. Are you kidding me?
Thank you, baby. Thank you, June.
Oh, you're welcome. Come on.
It does make me nervous. I ain't used to doing stuff like this.
I know, but you pretend that you're just talking to me on the phone. So it's not like,
Well,
and somebody else is watching. See, Joanne says you're doing fine. Teresa gave you 4 thumbs up. Everybody,
oh,
it's good. It's all
thank,
good.
thank you, everybody. You are so sweet. Okay, but so that gives you the general idea of what we're doing, right?
Yes.
And then I was going to use my alcohol inks, which I made these too. And I use 91% alcohol. And then you can take any kind of pens, magic markers, just the writing ink pens. Take your ink out, set it in your alcohol, let it set for overnight, and then you have your own homemade alcohol inks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
but
See? Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Shannon says,
but
go, mama. Go, mama. See, Shannon's. I can't believe that, I can't believe that you're making the gesso thing. You're going to have to write down for me because you know that I am
okay.
like, I can't remember poop. And I love that you make your own alcohol inks too. That's so cool.
Thank
And
you.
Telly's here. Hey, Telly, she's cooking supper. Telly's cooking. And I'm
Hey,
yelling.
please. But okay, and what I would do, but just for the sake of speeding stuff up, I would let this dry overnight so your glue dries really good.
Right.
But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to go ahead and show you how I do my alcohol ink switch. I'm going to put on gloves because I am very messy when it comes to this part.
Well, at least you put the gloves on. I'm always my fingers. I had to the other day. I was using green, and my hand looked like Swamp Thing, and
Yeah.
I had to use acetone to clean my hands, and it still wasn't coming off. And I'm like, oh, I can't go to school like this. I just can't. Okay, so you got the alcohol ink in the dropper.
Yeah. And see, that's yellow.
Oh,
And I just put a little drop and run. Okay. Then this, watch me spill one of these before it's over.
oh, you want to shut the yellow so it doesn't spill? You could be
Nah,
Hulk.
it'll be all
I could be Hulk.
right. And then there's the orange.
Oh, look how pretty. Joanne says, you're a crafter who makes everything handmade. Barbara, I admire you for that. Look at that. That's a beautiful compliment, too.
Thank you, Joanne. To be honest, when I first started, which I ain't been doing this real long, so I better shake this one up. And so it was a lot cheaper to make stuff handmade than buying it all.
Yes.
So once I got doing it, I enjoyed doing it. So
Yeah.
I just kept on, kept on.
Now, would you use because acrylics sometimes can be very like opaque. Would you use acrylics to color your alcohol inks, or we are talking more like food dyes and magic markers and things like that?
Well, I have never tried the paint
Right.
because it was called alcohol ink.
Right.
So mostly I tried to use inks,
Okay.
but like with the yellow especially, it's hard to get a bright yellow. So I did put like one or two drops of food coloring in it.
Okay.
And But
Charity,
I've never tried the paint though, to be honest. So,
Shirley said she's done the markers. Ashley says you need to show them one of the boxes. Telly says, I really wanted to see this eggshell effect. Awesome, Barbara. June 91 alcohol will help get it off along with soap and water. Oh, yeah. I was trying everything, Shirley. It was, oh, you can't see. It was in my nails, under my nails. It was in the cuticles. It was a mess. But that's okay because everybody who knows me knows that I do work with different colors. And so if my hands were different colors, whatever, you know, we tried. We did try. That's why I use the acetone. Oh, look at how pretty that is.
yeah.
Wow.
I can't get, there we
I
go.
know it's it's not so easy. Yeah, you have to go towards
Oh,
your
yeah,
wall that has all those beautiful tools on it. Look at that.
yeah. But that's the gist of it. And I did show the box, but I'll show it again if I can get these gloves off. Well, let me shut these inks up before I make another big mess.
Well, you can also you can put those eggshells on, even if you put fabric on the pumpkin, and you could just put those
Yeah,
eggshells right around the top, right? Like going down. You could
right,
do anything that would take the tacky glue, you could put those
right.
shells on. Look at how
Yeah.
pretty that is.
Um, okay. Oops, where did it go? There it is. Yeah, because on the two necklaces I made, this was just little wood. Ah,
Yeah, little wood pieces.
yeah, that was wood. And on the box, this was paper. Just a
Paper.
little paper box. Yeah, yeah.
Now, after you finish and you get the colors the way you want them and everything, do you put some kind of a coating over it?
Yes, I do. Um, this is what, well, there, diamond glaze.
Diamond glaze? Okay.
I'll put one coat on it. All you have to do is I take the brush, and it's really thick.
Yep. Yeah, I know diamond glaze. I do. It is thick.
Yeah, and well, I'll put it back. I'll put it on the box.
Yeah, I think Martha was taking a nap. I don't know if she's up now. Yeah,
Uh,
that's thick stuff.
yeah, but that's how thick it is. So I just put it on the brush, and then I'll just rub it over. I can't do it on that because it's
Right.
wet.
Yeah.
But then you just smooth it over, and that's what gives it that real pretty shine.
Right. You could probably use triple thick too if you had triple thick. I know that triple thick is a very thick thing, right? Triple thick is also very thick. I've never
Yeah,
used triple thick. I know diamond glaze. I've used diamond glaze for a lot of things, but not triple thick.
I made homemade triple.
Are you kidding me?
Um, see, can you tell the difference right here? I don't know if the camera will show it or not, but it shines real good. But the only thing is I can't get mine. Mine's still tacky.
Oh,
I think what I done, you put that glycerin in it, and I think I put too much glycerin.
oh,
So
okay.
I'm going to
So
work on that. I'm going to work on that, and if I get it working, I'll tell everybody how to make that too.
okay, because a lot of Christine uses triple thick, Joanne uses triple thick.
Yeah.
Kelly wants to know how. Okay. Uh,
Oh,
how do
what?
you how do you make triple thick? I think this is fascinating. Wow.
Okay. Well, I'll tell you exactly the recipe I used. um, okay, you use the glycerin and the white Elmer school glue, and you use the same amounts, and then you add twice as much as the white, the clear Elmer school glue. But I think what I done was put too much of the glycerin in it because mine's still tacky.
Okay, so it's 1-in-1 Elmer's white versus glycerin. And
Yes.
then it's double the amount of the white glue or double the amount of the white glue and the glycerin combined?
That's a good question. Maybe that's the reason mine didn't get thick because I just used twice as much.
Twice as much as the white glue.
Yeah, say I used a cup of glycerin and a cup of school glue, the white school glue, and then I
Right.
used cups of the clear. Maybe I should have used 4. So maybe that's the reason mine is still tacky. I'll try that and see. But one thing I do want to tell you is it says clear glue. You cannot use any glue that's got the silicone in it. It will blob up and make like slime.
Okay. Martha's
So,
here. Hey, Martha.
so just kind of you get like the Elmer's clear school. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I'll add 2 more cups of the clear glue and see if it works that way because it's thick, it's shiny. The only thing it stays tacky.
Well, maybe you should try it like a cup at a time just to see. And then if that didn't work, put another cup in, so that you don't ruin the whole thing. Because that's a lot of cups of glue you got going there if you ruin it, That's expensive stuff, right?
Exactly. Well, you can get that school glue at the dollar store for about near nothing.
Oh, okay. Excellent.
Yeah. It's just Elmer's school glue and it's clear.
Okay. Well, I
Yeah.
have to go to a dollar store again because now I have to buy more pumpkins because now it's given another thing to do with pumpkins, like I haven't done enough. Yeah, because I've been watching a lot of and Martha, by the way, honey, you know that the link is in. I gave you the link if you want to come in. You know that, what was I saying? I watched a lot of YouTube videos. I've seen the people who did the sweaters, using the sweaters that they got at thrift stores, although I don't even know if thrift stores are open anymore. And let's see what else. I've seen them twine them with rope. I've seen them make little sacks like with the velvet and stuff. But I really like that quilting thing that I saw with Martha and Christine because it made it tighter. And I really like the decoupage that you told me. It just didn't come out because you know why? I didn't take my napkin was 2-ply. And I tried to put it on with both plies instead of taking it apart. And it just didn't work. It looked bad. It looked really bad. And that's why I painted it, but I love it painted. So that's good.
Right.
Okay. Do you want to continue working on that pumpkin and I'll split the screen and show everybody what I'm working on? Or do you just what do you want to do, hon?
I'm going to sit here and catch my breath a minute, and then I might start working back on it.
Okay. All right. So I'll split the screen. Is that okay right now?
That's cool. I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. So, hey guys, so now we've seen another way and to use eggshells, which I would have thought that you should use them cooked. And I'm glad that we went over this and that 24 hours and putting it in antibacterial was a really good idea. And then you got to pull out that skin that's on them. But I like all of that because it's another craft we can do. And now if you wanted to, Barbara, you could make the eggshells crack more because they're beautiful. Those are big pieces. But if I wanted them to crack more, you just put more pressure on them, right?
Right. The more pressure you put, the more they'll crack because they're very, see, that one cracked up more.
Yeah. Excellent.
Yep. So it's just how much pressure you put on. But it's like now, once you put the alcohol ink on it, they're harder to crack.
Oh, okay, because it's
so
and also
you probably want to crack. Now tell me again, honey.
No, I'm sorry. So you want to crack them when you first put the glue because the glue might be holding them together too because they're very porous, right?
Right, right, right. Yeah, because it kind of reminds you like chalk.
Uh-huh.
Once you crack,
Okay.
once you crack them, they're like a chalky substance.
Right, right. Now,
Well,
have you made
I
your own
messed
chalk
up.
paint using eggshells?
No, no, not
Okay.
yet. Ashley
Okay.
bought me chalk paint, so no.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Ashley, good for you. You saved your mom making it. All right. I really, oh, I'm yelling again. I think I should put um the recipes for the homemade gesso. Everybody pretty much knows what to do with the alcohol ink, but I should put the recipes so I'm going to have to ask it. Don't tell me now because I won't remember it. And I'll put it in the description so that when you look at, if you ever go back, you'll have it. Um,
Okay,
okay, so now
all right.
I'm not really doing anything. Wait, here, come on, camera. I'm not doing anything too exciting. Here, there's just, okay, now my camera's gonna, okay. We're gonna have a few technical difficulties. You don't want to see my legs. Hold on. Everything is gonna happen tonight, but you know what? It's all good because today was going to be a calm day no matter what happened. I'm sorry, I have to screw in the thing that attaches my camera to this arm thing I have. It was coming out. The screw got stripped. So now, ouchie, okay. Now I have to do that, but we'll be calm. So if I'm getting you sick, please don't watch me. I'm sorry. And if I take my glasses off, I can see better what I'm doing. Yeah, because of course now the whole thing got turned around. There you go. Okay, that's good.
Is Martha coming in?
I don't know. I asked her. She's got all the links. She's got all the links in chat if she wants to come in. Okay, so we're gonna, yes, Shannon, stop. You should see your daughter put up 4 sick
What
faces.
is she?
um, and you're
Better
so
be
bad.
good. Whoop your
You're so
butt.
bad. Yeah, she did not hard boil the eggs. She left them raw because, oh, you're not in the crafts room? Okay, Martha, that's good. All righty. So, let's see, where was I at? I was working on my clock and I just wanted, no, she soaked it, yes, after, yep, for 24 hours. Okay, so I was working on finishing my clock up because I want to put the mice on it. I painted it. So far, what I did was pretty much you saw everything. I put the moles here, here, over here, and I just glued some lace that I had. And as you can see, even though I've painted this thing twice, I still have a ton of holes that I have to paint again here. And then the reason why I was putting lace over here and over here too, and even around these metal pieces down here was because this is metal and I didn't feel like going outside to spray it. So the lace, at least once you glue the lace on, it's pretty much on there and then it'll hold the paint. So I didn't have to do anything special or I didn't have to use the spray paint. So that was that part. So I just really glued lace on it. That's it. I used, what did I use? I used probably fabric tack to glue it down and just let it dry. And this part was seam binding and the same within there. And then this was just a roll of lace that I had, but you can use anything that you have. It doesn't necessarily have to be that. No, she didn't hard boil the eggs. No, no, no. What she did was
No.
if you hard boil the eggs, it makes it really hard to get that inner skin of the egg off the shell. So she just broke, made scrambled eggs, collected the eggshells, put them in a bowl with water and antibacterial, and changed the water like 3 or 4 times in a 24-hour period. And then she cleaned the
Right.
inner skin off, because if you don't clean the inner skin off, it won't well, it won't stick. And it also, that's the part that can turn smelly. Was I paying attention? I was paying attention, right, Barbara?
Right. Perfect.
I got that.
Perfect.
Okay. So
You
now
got it.
I was listening, Barbara, because I was intent. I'm going to have to try this. So I put the clock together. Oh,
Oh, yeah.
there was this white strip over in here that was like a separator from the clock face to the front. And I also put lace on that because it was like a foamy type material, and I didn't feel like trying to paint the foamy type material. So I just glued lace on that and then painted it because it would hold the paint better. And the one thing I think I did wrong with this, and now I can't get back into it, is when I put the hour hand on, I should have tried to get it over a little bit more, because right now it's showing that it really should be on the 7 or a little after the 7. So if I put the back on and I glued it all up, and trying to get it out was going to cause it to probably break. So the clock is just going to be a little bit off. I mean, it tells the time and it ticks real nice, but it'll just, the hour hand is just a little bit off. But that's okay too. So then I think I did this on Martha's channel. I took two of the molds. I made two of the molds, and this time I cut this piece out and I put them together, and I let them dry first. Before I just let them dry off the clock, because I was finding that they were stiffer, of course, once they were totally dry. And with the paper clay, they may shrink a little bit. You notice that there is shrinking. So I did that. I left them on there, and then I put some paper clay where there was some seams that I was seeing. I don't think you can see it now because it's just too bright in here, and I don't know why, but there was some seams over here. So I just put some paper clay in it. And one of the things about this project is it doesn't have to be absolutely perfect, because I'm trying to give it an old antique feel. So now that they're dry, I'm going to open my store-bought black gesso, because I didn't have the recipe, or maybe Barbara gave me the recipe like 42 times, of her. Yeah, you know me, Barbara. So I'm just going to paint these up and get them. I know it's a little boring watching paint, but if you have any questions about what we were doing, let us know. And I have some questions for our chat ladies. Has anybody, I mean, I've been going full stream Halloween. Has anybody started doing their Halloween decorations yet? And if the answer is yes, could you tell us what you've done? Now, I know for a fact, and I keep talking, but I know for a fact that Telly has started to do some really beautiful, she has these cone shapes. I don't know where she gets them, and we're going to try to have Telly on too next week if we can, if she wants to come on, where she's wrapping it with, and I hope I'm saying this right, black velvet ribbon. Am I saying that right, Telly? I know she's cooking. So, and she made these beautiful cone trees. And right? Did you see them, Barbara?
Yeah, I think it's yarn, ain't it?
Oh, yarn. Oops. Yes, thank you. See? Yarn.
Yep. I think she. Now, I might be wrong, though, but I think it was yarn.
So yeah,
But they were beautiful.
they were gorgeous. So she could show us the different types of things she was doing if she'd like to come on. But has anybody started doing Halloween decorations or their fall decorations? I had to go and get another container to keep all the stuff that I've been making. I put all of my stuff in Tupperware, these big, not Tupperware, these big, whatever you call them, containers that you get at Home Depot and stuff, or wherever you get them. And I'm up to for Halloween. I'm up to 3. I try to keep it down. You didn't see the trees? Where did she post them? You know what? I don't think she posted it on Creative Crafters. I think she might have posted it just on a little side chat. So we're gonna have to get Telly to start showing what she's been doing. No, but one more faux book, then an album. Okay, Teresa's been working on making books, faux books. I don't know what a faux book is. What's a faux book? Barbara, you know? What a faux book is? FAUX? I can't hear you, honey, if you're talking. Did you get muted? Barbara, oh, Barbara, you're muted. There you go.
And now, can you hear me?
Yeah. Did
Okay.
I mute
I
you?
think what it is a box, but it looked like a book. You make it look like a book. Now, I may be wrong.
Oh, that's all right. She sent me pictures. See, it's a secret hiding place. Oh, I understand now what you're saying. Okay. It's one of those boxes that it's a secret hiding spot. It looks like a box where you can hide. That's right. That's right. Now I know what it is. Okay. I know.
Yeah. Yeah. Then she's going to do a mini album.
That's what she said.
Oh, that'll be cool.
Are you putting the mini
I
album
want to
in
see
the
that too.
box? Long explanations. Okay,
She
Martha
said in
was.
chat the other day she hid stuff from her husband
That's
in her
right.
boxes.
That's what made me remember it, because I saw the Elvis one and it was so pretty, and that's where she hides stuff from her husband because he doesn't like books and he doesn't like
Right.
Elvis. I remember that, Teresa. You see? Did you cut the center out of the box yourself?
Yep.
Ashley says, did you cut the center out of the box? Oh, I see. I know. I think she got, Ashley, I think when we're talking about the book. No, I think she got like one of those fake books that you can buy at Michael's or something like that, where it's a paper mache. I could be wrong, Teresa. So just, I think she just gets these boxes. I think they used to have them at Michael's. Maybe it's someplace else. Teresa, let us know where you get your fake box books.
Well, now Ashley did one, and it
Oh,
was a real book,
oh,
and she cut the inside of the book out to make the box. It was plumb neat. I loved it.
wow. And Teresa just said she makes
So
a
you can
chipboard.
make your own box.
Nice.
Oh, chipboard box, yeah,
She made
yeah.
it herself.
But
Yeah,
you can use books. Yeah.
to do it, right?
I
Okay.
actually did one, but she didn't take pictures and gave it away.
You gave it away?
So yeah, yeah, she gave it to one of her friends and didn't even take no pictures of it.
Oopsie. That's not good.
Yep, I told her, now she's gonna have to make another one.
Yep. Oh, she has pics. She says, yes, I did an actual book. Was a pain to cut the book though. But she does have pics. Okay, well, Ashley, you know that you have to share your pics.
Oh, so she did find her picture. Good, 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 good.
Now, Teresa, what kind of chipboard do you use?
I know last time.
I'm sorry, Barbara?
I was just gonna say last time me and Ashley talked, she hadn't found her pictures yet. So I'm
Oh, okay.
glad she found them.
See, so now that's Now, I put E6000 on this and it's still not sticking. Well, we're going to have to I'll paint it and put some more on it. Maybe because I put too much pressure. And there wasn't a lot of, okay, let me lay this down to do this, to show you. When I did these things in the curly cues, okay, medium weight chipboard, I'm sorry, medium weight chipboard and sometimes sturdy shipping boxes. Excellent. So you can use boxes that came in the mail and utilize them that way instead of throwing them out. That's nice. When I did these out of the paper clay, I should have sanded them a little bit more. The paper clay, when it's dry, it sands real easily, so it gives it more of a surface to glue. And after I paint these, if I feel that they're not stiff enough, I might redo that. I don't know. If they come off, I'll just take them off and sand them a little bit more. But with all these little crevices and the lace and stuff, you really have to, it's more than one coat. I don't know how anybody could get it all done in one shot, because all of a sudden, because of all the angles and all the crevices and stuff, I never was able to get it. Like I said, this is my second or third coat on the clock around here. Just trying to get it all. I somehow think that it evaporates overnight, because I could have sworn I got all those areas, but whatever. It's okay. From the post office. She gets them from the post office. Are you talking about the what do you call that? The oh, I forget, and they ship out and all of them all the time. Oh gosh. Oops.
Flat rate boxes.
Yep, the flat rate boxes. That's it. Oh, Ashley sent 5 photos. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can. Here we go. Can everybody see these? With all the pictures on the side. And that's the box she cut out. Let's see what else I got. Hold on. Oh, I see the fabric. Look at this. This is the outside, the back, the spine of the box. And this is the front. Oh, so it looks like a real book still. Oh, that's beautiful with the cross on it. Did you do the leather work on there, or was that book already have that kind of leather on it? And that's the inside.
She done the leather.
Oh, she did the leather? Oh, okay. Here.
Yeah, she done it. Yeah. It's paint. She painted it to make it look leather.
This must have been the book at first, and then here's the spine. And did you add stuff to make that spine? And then this is the side where, it really looks like well, it is a book. And here we did that with the clasp. Beautiful latch or clasp. Nice. And that's the inside. And I don't know if anybody can see, but really good, because that's beautiful fabric that she lined it with. And I'm assuming this is all pictures. Well, I'm not assuming. I know it's all pictures. I'm assuming that they're, friends and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You need to pounce my paint. All the stuff on the outside I added. Oh, okay. I'm going to pounce. Just trying to see. Flat rate. Yes, Barbara. Yes, Ashley. Those are amazing. I have to pounce. And you added all the stuff on the outside. Ashley, what did you use for what did you use for that? The ridges? Pounce. Want me to pounce? I can pounce. I can pounce with shoelaces. Look at you, girl. I like that. She used shoelaces for the spine, for those little things, to make it look exceptionally old. Nice. And I'm pouncing.
Yeah, and I think what she means, she with the paint, and that's what it made it look the leather like.
Oh, no, well,
She done different color paint.
okay, well, Christine was telling me that I had to pounce. So I'm pouncing and getting it all over
Oh,
my,
okay.
yeah. I guess I
Oh,
was,
okay, okay.
my poor Elvis doesn't look like her books. Well
I
done.
can't see, so I was getting confused.
Teresa's just saying that her poor Elvis does not look like Ashley's book. She made a book with Elvis on it, and it doesn't look like Ashley's. And this thing is loose,
Oh,
so
wow.
see, this is the thing now, because I put these things on, and I might just fall in love with the clock and not put it in my store. You can't sell something where something's going to be loose like this. So if I can't get this to stay on correctly, then oops, I can't sell this, which isn't.
What kind of glue did you use?
I use the E6000, but there's not a lot of spots where they're connected, because of the swoopy thing.
Oh,
So
right.
I'm trying to pounce.
What if you used Gorilla Glue?
Yeah, I'm thinking I have Gorilla Hot Glue. I might just try. What I might do is take it off once I finish painting it and the paint dries, sand it a little bit more so I have more surface area to glue on, and then try to glue it down. I think these are all pretty, much on, pretty steady. You can sell something that isn't, like hard as I mean, like, just tell people to be gentle with it. But I always get worried because you got to ship it and you got to make sure. Ashley, lots of compliments,
Right.
sweetheart. Good for you.
Way to
Get
go,
a
baby
foam,
girl.
get a foam brush. I'm just going to use this little brush that I have right here and finish pouncing. I don't have that much. And I know what you're saying, but I don't have a thin enough foam brush to get into these circles. Christine, is Russell watching? Because we should all say hi to Russell if he's watching.
Is he watching?
I don't know. She didn't answer me. She's still telling me that last thing was pouncing. No, but Jack is. Hi, Jack. How are you?
Hey, Jack.
So nice that
How
you
you liking your retirement?
Okay, so now I can add the waxes to this thing once it's dry to highlight all of the textures that I've put on it. So I will be probably using some wax. I know that, oh, there's a lot white more things because I wasn't pouncing. Okay. So I'm going to be, he's answering you. Where is he? Is he in chat? I don't see his answer. What is, um, what was I doing? So I might use some wax. I might use a rust effect. You know what happened? Oh, I wanted to tell you this. I got this message from somebody. My phone started bing, bing, binging, and scared the heck of me. Etsy. No, he's yelling at the TV. No yelling. No yelling aloud. We must use our inside voices. Um, where I got the Bing from Etsy, and it's like, and I'm getting it in two places because it comes from Etsy, and then it also goes to my email. And it's like, ooh, I just got black paint on the face. Whatever, I'll clean it off. It was like Bing, 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 and it made me jump. And I'm like, oh, I got another sale. So I got excited. So I went on it. And here was a lady who must have saw my crown, because when I you have to leave, you don't have to, but it's really nice if you leave a review for somebody after you buy from their shop. And so I put a picture of the crown on there, and I guess they must have saw it. So they asked me where I got my rust effects from. I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting, you know. So I sent a reply and everything, and she was happy that I replied. But then it bing, bing, binged again because she said thank you, which was another, you know, like, oh, okay. It's not like a normal bing or boom
Yeah.
or whatever that you get from everybody else. It's a different sound. If I sold something, you would hear it on my phone
Oh,
right now. But since that probably won't happen, we're not right now anyway. Hopefully, got to be positive, right? Everything is positive. Well, this positivity is
right.
exhausting, but whatever. We're going to be positive. So there we go. So now this, yeah, it is. It really is exhausting to be positive. It's so much better. It's so much easier to just, you know what, be and moan. Let's put it that way. Be, itch, and moan.
Right.
But
Right.
okay, so this thing is going to go on the side, and I don't know. I'm sort of really, I don't know. I'm really liking it. Maybe, maybe I won't sell it. Keep it on my mantle, because tell him again about the indoor voices.
It's,
Hey, Jack,
it,
no outside voices. We must be calm at all times and no yelling. Okay. You cannot, if you get excited, you must whisper excitement. You must say, ooh, how wonderful is that? Because otherwise, I listen to myself on YouTube, and all I'm doing is sounding like I need a megaphone. And I'm using a megaphone without one. Okay. So, what I was saying was, thank you, Ashley. I like the sound of the TikTok, because we don't have anything that TikToks anymore, because we're all on digital. So nothing ticks and talks anymore. And I sort of like the TikTok sound. So just might, we'll see. Or I might put it, if I can get these on straight enough, I might put it on Etsy, but use it myself. So I'm just going to move this over to a station away from me so it can dry.
it's beautiful. You need to keep it.
Oh, you know, I sell everything. There's very few things I don't sell. Sell, sell, sell.
Right.
Okay. Oh, what did I do?
Right.
Where's my cursor? I lost my cursor. Where are you? You know what? If it rains, it pours. Is this thing not working today? Come on, buddy. Stop. I don't want it. Yeah. Okay. I have to get a new battery for my mouse. And why not?
June, are you gone?
I just can't use my mouse, so I need it. Where's my battery? Okay. Sometimes, you know, when it rains, it pours. Yeah. Okay.
June.
Yeah. What? Hi. I can't. Yeah. Can you hear me? There we go. There we go. Just need a new battery for my thing. You okay, Barbara? Right. Why is it not working now? Why isn't this working? Oh, it's not. Barbara, we're here. Can you hear me? Okay. Maybe maybe that was a dead battery too at this point, you know? What the heck? No, it's working. No, it's not. Okay. Oh, her phone is acting up. Barbara, your phone acting up? Well, I have a whole bag of batteries that I use. Oops, that I used, and I just keep them. That I use for the when we had the blackout and the power shortage. So I'm just gonna keep. There we go. That's the battery. We got. There we go. I have a cursor now. I can bring up YouTube. We still see you both and hear you also. Okay. I don't know if Barbara's talking. Barbara, you talking? Oops. I'm getting a message. Hold on. Is June gone? No. You're on, and so am I. Okay. Oh, I could have just, I could have just wrote. Well, she can't see chat, so okay. Barbara, go out and come back in. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So the other thing I wanted to show you was I made this little stand. Barbara, can you hear me? No. Okay. Okay. So I made this little stand for anything for Halloween. It could be a candle or something. And I use some different things. So like sometimes let's see how I can explain this so I don't sound um, uh, egotistical. I heard the lighter. Yeah, I heard the lighter, but she's not talking, so I don't hear it. Okay. Everybody used to tell me, this is a little bit of an explanation. Everybody used to tell me when I would take things and use them for different things, they would always say, wow, we didn't see it that way. Like, well, how did you see it? And that's just something that I've always done. And I guess it's unusual for people because most of the people I hang out with in real life, real friends, aren't crafters. Um, so it was, I know that as a crafting community, you people see things differently and get to use things. Barbara's frozen. I wrote to her to go out and come back in. If Shannon or Ashley could maybe call her or something or ask her to do that so she knows. I know. Hey, I don't know what to do with Barbara while she's frozen. She could just go in and come back out or go out, come back in. So what I used here was I had an old round mirror and I had some of these are the same wooden candlesticks and this is a smaller wooden candlestick. Um, so I just wanted to make a stand and I glued paper on the mirror because again, I didn't feel that the paint, hold on, I'm getting another message. Okay, okay. Um, I didn't want to just try to put the paint on the mirror because I knew it would come off or chip off. So if I put a piece of paper on it, I knew that it would stay. So this is a mirror and it's glass, so it's breakable. I glued some ribbon on it. I glued these three things together. And then I just didn't feel like it was going to be stable enough, which is this. So I took the top of one of, these things that I had, of course, much smaller. And I had these two round things. I glued them together, but those are the tops and bottoms of ribbon, spools of ribbon. Sometimes I save the spool. And so I glued them together. And what I did then was just to make it heavier, I didn't have any more sand. So I do have cat litter. I think I have cat litter because I use it for ice. I don't like putting salt out there because I'm always afraid it's going to hurt everyone's screenshot. You know what? I'm going to go to full screen until There. I'm going to go to full screen and I'm going to watch the little thing on the bottom to see when Barbara can get, whoa, what's happening? Okay. It was so bad, Christine. So bad. All right. So I have cat litter. So I put cat litter and I mixed it with some glue and I shoved it in the cap so that it would just give me a little bit more stability because just on this little thing, it wasn't very stable. So what I'm going to do is just once again paint something with my gesso. Oh, from the top and the bottom of a ribbon spools that you buy. So it's just the top and the bottom of the ribbon spools that you have. I don't think I have any uh, right now to show you, but it's just two, and I glued them together. There's two of them. I just liked it because it was a really nice circle. And whoa, hello. Oops, she's off. Okay, maybe she comes back on. So, well, so in other words, what I guess what I was trying to say is mostly this you can make out of stuff that you have in the house. I know that everybody uses, if you watch enough Dollar Tree crafts, they're always using the candlesticks and they're painting them, and I've done that too. I'm not saying I haven't done that, but you can go to Michael's and get wooden type. Well, I think I got this one. I think I got this and this on Amazon, and even this one too. This is a separate piece right in here. You got four of these. I used them when I was making my tiny little chopped polymer clay bowls, and I think I got these on Amazon too. So it's a little bit more expensive than the dollar store because everything, of course, is a dollar there, but it's a little bit different. And I like to try to do something every once in a while that's a little bit different. And I had these two spools, and I'm saying, what am I going to do with it? June, you sound weird, like I'm far away. Wow. Okay. I don't know what's happening now. I guess we're really going to have problems on a Wednesday. But see, if I go out and come back in, okay, guys, is it getting any better? Is it any, tell me if it's any better, because it could be Barbara's trying to come back in or something, although I don't see her. No? Okay. Wacky Wednesday. Yeah, welcome to Wednesdays. Okay, let me see if I refresh. Did that work? How is that? How do I sound now? Yeah, it is a full moon, as a matter of fact. I just refreshed. Do I still sound different? I sound good? Okay, good. Thank goodness. All right. The other thing is, thank you, I'm glad. The other thing is, you see this white thing right here? Well, for some reason, now I have people laugh at me, that contractors that come over, for some reason, this plastic top to, one of these jars, it wasn't like it was a space between the spool and the jar, and I didn't understand why that happened. So, when you have a hole in the wall and you're trying to spackle it, well, what I used to do when I was trying to spackle the hole is every time you're trying to spackle it, the spackle goes in, so you have to do it twice, and that used to be annoying. So I would take some Bounty and I'd wet it and put it with some white glue, the PVA glue, and I'd take a little piece and I'd shove it in the hole, wait for it to dry, and then when you spackled it, the spackle couldn't go anywhere because the Bounty was like, you just left a really tiny space between the Bounty and the wall, or the paper towel and the wall, and that way you only had to spackle it once. So I tried the same effect here, only I used fabric tack. Is I put a lot of fabric tack over here, and then I just took a paper towel and my X-Acto knife, and I just shoved it in there to make it so that it's more more stable. It wasn't flip. It's not going back and forth. And I think it worked. So I always do that for my walls when I have to, just for nail holes or like little holes in the wall. But it worked for this too. So now I'm going to cover this plastic thing with ribbon because there's no way again that unless I go outside and spray paint it and it's dark out there with a lot of mosquitoes that like to eat me. Oh, I got a story for everybody. I got a story to tell you. Oh, this was funny. This was really funny. Well, not really funny, but yesterday I tried to see one of my physical friends. When I say that, it's that people that, I actually see in real life. And so we went out and we were trying to socially distance. Thank you, Teresa. We tried to socially distance. So we both went out and got coffee. And we sat in a little park. I mean, a little, tiny, tiny park. And we sat across from each other. And of course, one of those yellow jacket wasps starts coming over. And it was bothering me. It was just like, and I'm done with bugs. All right. I'm done with bugs for the summer. I'm even vacuuming up any crickets that come. Usually I try to trap them in Tupperware and bring them outside because I hate killing. I really don't like killing things. And the same thing with spiders, unless it's a fly, mosquito, or a tick, or things like that. I really don't like killing because they just say, go outside. Don't come in the house. I'm cool if you're outside. So, but I'm really getting tired of them this year. So I put out some poison for the crickets because I can't. You can't sleep if they're down here cricketing up a storm, and I'm upstairs. I can hear them. So. All right, so I'm on a killing spree. So this bee is like going zzz right in my face, and I can't stand that. So we decided to move. So then we went to the parking lot where our cars were parked, and we're trying to stay away from each other with masks on and drink coffee, trying to do the whole 9 yards. And this bee keeps coming around again. And I know I've had so many mosquitoes, Joanne. I got the zit thing out there, the electric little zit. And I think it's only zit in the moths. Okay. So, because if I go outside in my backyard in a certain area, I once killed 3 mosquitoes. One fell shot on my leg, and it was disgusting. I was getting bit like crazy. So I got really annoyed with this bee because it wouldn't leave us alone. And it was like coming right up into your face and going in the coffee. It was just annoying. So I got my alcohol spray that I keep in my car. And every time he came near us, I would start spraying it. Well, my friend was hysterical laughing because they thought, what the heck? Here I am with social distancing. And if anybody didn't know what was going on, all of a sudden one of us would start going crazy, spraying the air with alcohol. So I must have didn't see the little bugger. And I went like this, and all of a sudden that bee bit me. And of course, my screen is very like blurry, but he bit me right here. I have to tell you, Mom said to tell you she's trying to come back, but her internet is acting up. Okay, Ashley, please tell her not to be like crazy. If she can get back, that's great. But I don't want to get her nervous or anything. I'd love to have her back. My finger yesterday, it felt, first of all, I don't know. I haven't been bit by a wasp or a bee in years and years and years. So I didn't know if I was going to go into anaphylactic shock or something. So I'm like, how long does it take for me to go into shock? My friend is like, well, is your throat closing? Everybody's trying to be really calm. And I'm like, no, I don't think so, and you're trying to breathe through a mask, plus there's adrenaline. Whatever. So I was fine, but I couldn't finish because I was going to go and do some shopping. But my finger was throbbing so bad. I can't tell you. I got home. I read that if you put apple cider vinegar on a wasp, because a bee sting is different than a wasp sting. It was all, I was like, I hope it's a wasp because that's what I'm using. I put apple cider vinegar and ice on this. It felt like my whole finger was burning all the way up to like here, and it was going up my arm. And I'm like, oh gosh, okay. So I had to take, I don't know how many Advil yesterday just to sleep. And then today I woke up and my finger's fine. It was like, what? I mean, yesterday I thought this, and I'm looking up on the internet, of course, because you have to look up everything. Okay, you could do equal parts of water and the yellow Listerine mouthwash. Supposed to people, I use wet tobacco. Stinger comes. I didn't have any tobacco sauce or tobacco, because I know meat tenderizer is also supposed to make the pain go away. Whatever. It just, the stinger wasn't there. I didn't have the stinger in because it's a wasp, and a wasp doesn't lose its stinger. A bee does, I think. A wasp can just keep biting you. So finally, yesterday evening, my friend says, "Look at my arm," and the same one or a different one, because she said that the wasp followed her all the way to her car. Tobaccos, I don't have any. I don't have tobaccos. That she got stung too. So that little bugger was stinging us right, left, and center. And I'm like, 2020. That's all I said. It's 2020, because here we are trying to do the right thing and, be socially distant. And, we're sitting outside. We're not taking our masks off unless we move like more than 6 feet so we can drink the coffee. And it still happens. Now, I had ribbons somewhere on here, desk, and of course, we can't, I don't know where it went, that I'm going to put around the bottom. Where'd it go? Okay. Oh, here it is. I wanted to show you something. Okay. I'm going to glue this, and it did get clear for a second, around the bottom edge here. When all that paint dries, I'm going to glue it around here so it just finishes it off. I wanted to show you, I always tell you that you can paint. I always say that I paint ribbon. Now, this was only one coat. So I took this ribbon and I painted it one coat with the white. Of course, you would have to paint more. And I realized I did have perfume. Oh, my alcohol spray ticked them off. And lavender oil. Okay. All right. So I'm going to get some lavender oil. I can get some of that. This ribbon was a little bit more fuzzy. So I'm not liking how it's looking, which is, it might be a problem to paint it. I'm not going to paint it for this, obviously, but I always tell you that you can paint it, and I guess some of them don't look as good as others. And I guess it might be because of the beading that's there. I'm going to, and it is a little hairy, but you don't notice it unless you paint it because it's all black. And I know I can go over this with a little lighter, and I probably will after I glue it down. I mean, why not? Go over it with the lighter because it's wood. Just to send you just to send you start a fire. I'm right by a sink, two sinks. One's over there, one's over here. So if I set the house on fire, we'll be okay. I found lavender, yeah, essential oils. I will get lavender then because I don't mind the smell of lavender. I had perfume on, but I also put, I found it in a different company, but Young Living Thieves. I love the smell of Young Living Thieves. And I found it through another company, which is a little bit less expensive, because I always put essential oils on my feet before I put them in socks, because my feet, see, why is my camera, what is this? My camera keeps going like this. It's making me sick. My feet like sweat a lot, so they end up being stinky, and I don't like stinky feet. I don't like taking my shoes off and then my shoes smelling. So the thieves, tea, like a thief, only with the, that really works, and I like the smell of that. So I use that a lot. But these little wasps, they really wanted us. So he bit me, but I'm very thankful that, I mean, I couldn't even do this yesterday. Trying to bend my finger was really interesting. It was sort of painful. And then my daughter, of course, reads that you can go into that kind of shock thing, whatever. I'm not going to say it, epileptic shock for 24 hours. It's rare, but you could do that. So I'm like, oh, great. So now I have to be careful. But then I just decided I'm not going, I'm not going to worry about it because it's enough, right? We have enough things to worry about. So this is where's the glue? I got so many things on there. So what we're going to do is just put a blobs on this. Not being that neat. Now I wasn't sure if I was going to put my skull on here. I have a lot of stands that I can put the skull on when I'm decorating, but I'll have to see. I did, because the skull might be a little heavy, and this is a mirror, and I don't want to break the mirror. This is fabric tack. Hey, Vic, how are you? Black Socks June, known to me. You know what? My feet, because I sweat, even like my feet sweat. Hey, Vic, we had Barbara on earlier, Vic. She had a whole big thing on crushed eggshells that you got to go back and watch on a pumpkin. It was really cool. Black Socks June, you know what, Shirley? Because I sweat, even the white socks were making my feet stinky. Okay, yeah, when, it's like, oh, you have to glisten because you're a woman? There's no way. I sweat like a pig, just so everybody knows. Everything sweats. Seriously, there are parts of my body that I didn't even know had sweat glands, and I sweat on there. There is no ladylike glistening going on over here. It'll be on the beginning. I know that YouTube has a funny thing about 2 hours. I'm not going to stay on longer than 2 hours because I'm going to pretend it's a school night. Oh, I'm sorry, you're not seeing it. I'm going to pretend it's a school night, even though it's not. So you can go back and look. It was a really cool craft on a pumpkin, and you could do it for other things too. That's what's lovely about having the ideas that you get from things like this. You don't have to do it on a pumpkin. She did it on a box and on a wooden cross and on a wooden heart. And once you see how to do something, it's like you can incorporate that as another crafting thing to do. Back to basics, and I couldn't figure out, I couldn't, then I would walk away and I realized, oh, okay. So, I mean, you could use what she did. You could do it monotone. You could do it with different colors. I mean, it's just, I like things that are very versatile and that I can do. And this is not, oops, you can't see what I'm doing. I'm just trying to get the top of this to glue down. It's a little thick. So now I don't have to worry that the plastic jar lid looks different than everything else because now it's covered in ribbon, trim, whatever you want to call this. I spray alcohol in my shoes for stinky feet. Ooh, I could do that too. I just also like the smell of the thieves, the Young Living Thieves. I buy it through another company now. I think Barbara's back. Hold on. Oh, we might have Barbara back. Wait, I got to see a picture. I just have a white screen with her name. Barbara's back. Yeah, it's a screen. Yay, Barbara, you back? Barbara, can you hear me?
I'm back. For how long?
Yes.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes, Vic's here.
Okay.
You can't see chat, so I just wanted to let you know. Vic is here. And good night, Shannon. Shannon's leaving.
Hey.
Glad
Good
you
night.
came in. Glad you came in, sweetie.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, Can you hear me, honey?
Yes, I can. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Well, I was going to show what I have got done, and see, that's littler cracks like what you were talking about.
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna put you on full screen. Okay, hold on. Vic, this is the pumpkin.
Okay.
You got to hold it more towards your head. Oh, look at
I did.
that. Lovely.
Yeah. So
That is
that's what I got
lovely.
done.
Yeah,
And
Vic didn't get to see the colored part. Could you show Vic the colored part? Come more to, yeah.
there.
Yep.
Well, there.
She used alcohol inks on raw eggshells that she glued down after she washed them for 24 hours and changed the water 3 or 4 times with antibacterial soap. I did that.
Yeah. And Victoria makes her alcohol inks too, I'm pretty sure.
No?
Victoria, she makes her own.
Oh, did I say goodnight to you by accident, Joanne? I hope I didn't. I was trying to say Shannon. I hope I said Shannon. Goodness knows what I'm saying. Okay, so I'm gonna split the screen you showed.
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's a better view. Wait. Oh, June's inside. Just lift it up exactly where it is. Lift it up and then turn it the other. Look at that. That's a better view so everybody can see it. Look at how cool that is. And Victoria does make her own alcohol eggs.
I thought she did. Mhm. She makes a lot of stuff like I do too.
Does she?
Yeah. The
Well,
gessos.
she
Yeah.
makes her own gesso too. Yeah, we have a
I'm pretty.
Barbara showed us her
Do what,
gesso.
honey?
No, I was just telling Vic that Barbara showed us her gesso or told us her gesso recipe, and I'm going to try afterwards to write it in the comments or write underneath the video. Maybe tomorrow I'll write the recipe down for anybody who wants to try to do it, because I'll tell you, it's a heck of a lot less expensive than what this jar of gesso cost me right over here, right over here. So yep. You have to try the eggshells. Yeah, I was thinking I have like so many ideas, not so many ideas, but I want to try it with like maybe just the top and then the bottom, and then maybe even putting like beads in there, or like in between the cracks, put some beads
Oh,
in there.
ooh,
But
that would be pretty.
or yeah, or like,
I said that would be pretty.
yeah, sequence of bead combinations or something like that in between the cracks. I think it would be because I love the cracked look.
Yeah. Yeah.
She makes gesso, texture paste, and anything else I can find a recipe for. Vic, you're going to have to start sharing your recipes
Yeah.
too. If you write me your
Yeah. I
recipe,
make texture.
if you give me your gesso recipe, I'll put it under the chat with Barbara's also. So there'll be 2 different recipes for people to try. Okay, so this stand, and I try to put felt on the bottom, although I should have waited for the felt on the bottom. So, yep. Yeah, you do know what we're doing, Beck, right? That where people want to come on. Um, we're trying to, like, have them come on and showcase a craft that they do. I know it will be hard to show us all that beautiful digital stuff that you do. I don't know if some of the ladies might not know. I'm not sure, but Vic is real talented with doing digital photography and, doing stuff with it. I'm sure I'm editing it, making different pictures. Very pretty, very beautiful work.
Very
Okay.
gorgeous.
So this stand is ready. Well, I don't know if I'm going to put some, I might put like, it's what I'm trying, oh, there goes, nothing like cheap paintbrushes. Okay. Oh, you're blushing. Oh, stop there. Um, I might put like a finish on it. I might use some satin finish because it, what the heck flew down there now? Something flew. All right, we'll find it later. Okay. Uh, I may put like a just Mod Podge on it or something just to make it a little bit shiny, not really shiny. I don't know. We'll see. Because I don't want to take away from the beading that's shiny. We shall see. But that's another
Does
little.
does Victoria make the paper paste?
He makes a gesso texture paste. Victoria, do you make a paper paste? And Christine says she's too lazy.
Christine, go on.
I know.
I make all the texture paste, but I'd like to make the paper paste. I ain't never made it.
Joanne says, wait, she says she's doing good just to cook. And when you ladies are making gesso, texture paste, you were making triple thick. Oh boy.
I enjoy making stuff like that. It's fun.
Okay. All right.
I made some glimmer paste, and it was real cool.
What did you make?
Glimmer paste. It's
I
like
never
texture paste, except it's gold.
really.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it turned out real cool.
Do you have some anywhere that in your immediate vicinity, or did you use it all?
I don't know. Hold on. I'll have to look.
All right.
Oh.
Okay. So this is another thing that's got to go on the drying. I'm with Christine. Telly doesn't want to do anything to quick, just like Christine. She's lazy. Yeah. Oh boy.
Let's see.
Okay.
That's the homemade one.
Yeah, Telly, but don't you, Telly, you're next, sweetie. See, Joanne wants to see your trees. Don't fall, Barbara, Christine said. Please don't fall, Barbara. I don't want to feel guilty. Okay, so now we're up to the last thing we were going to do tonight. Okay. Telly, put pics of your trees and kittens, please. Telly, oh, you could. You're making another one now? Telly, you're gonna have to. Don't use all of your cones. I'm gonna show this. Your daughter says, "Go sit your butt down, Mom." Thank you, Joanne. This was my present for when
She
I
said
turned.
what?
Your daughter Ashley said, "Go sit your butt down, Mom." Okay, Ashley is telling you to sit your butt down. You could yell at Ashley. I got
I'm
this when
down.
I
Okay.
turned 60. Oh, wait. We have glamour paste. I just want to show you it's a magnet. And this thing goes on everything that's metal.
Now see this?
What is that?
Oh, okay.
No, go ahead. Show me. Show me.
This is pink glitter paste.
Whoa.
It's like a shimmery pink when it dries, but it's paste
Wow.
and it's pink.
Does it dry
Yeah,
lighter than that, or is it dry
but
the
it's
same
still.
color?
It's been so long since I used it. I don't know. Here, let's put some on here and see what happens. But it's like a silky, shimmery pink.
Wow.
Yeah. And then
We have to send
Let's
Nikki
see
some of
what
that,
this one
Barbara.
is.
We have to send.
Okay. And then this is the blue shimmer.
Wow.
But I can't find the gold. I don't know what happened to it. I might have used it all. But that's the pink. And what I done was use them powders, micro powders in it.
Uh-huh.
I just made my texture paste and then put the micro powders in it.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah. So it turned out pretty.
So now you paint with that?
Like stencils. And you
Oh,
do like
she
yeah, you know
can't
what I'm
see it.
talking about?
Yep. Telly would like to know, how did you make it? She doesn't have chat, Telly, so I have to, I'm relaying. And then Victoria wants to know, did you use talc, PVA glue, and joint compound? So in other words, they want to know how you made.
I use wants to know how what?
They want to know what you use to make your texture paint, that pretty pink and blue stuff.
I use cornstarch. I do not use talc because I have asthma and it kills my breathing. So I always use cornstarch.
Cornstarch.
I'll have to look up the recipe. I didn't write that one down, I don't think.
Oh, Martha's going to be making crab legs.
Oh, okay.
Martha's making crab legs.
Ooh, that sounds good.
And Telly says, I made gesso using talcum powder. Okay.
Right,
Well,
right. Yeah, you can use that. You can use the, oh, shoot. My mind just went blank.
hey, Kathleen.
You can also substitute cornstarch for it.
So wherever you see talcum powder, you can put cornstarch in the recipe, right?
Right, right. Because I can't do the baby powder or talcum powder because of my breathing.
Right. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So just, and plaster of Paris, you can also substitute that.
Okay. All good things. All good
Yeah.
things to use. Hey, Bo. Bo's here.
Right.
Bo just came in. Bo, I have Barbara. She was showing us, if you can look at the beginning, and also Kathleen's here, Barbara. If you look at the beginning, she'll show you. You want to hold up your
Hey,
pumpkin
Bo.
so you can show everybody your pumpkin,
Oh,
Barbara?
you want me to
Hold
show
up.
it?
Yeah, because those two ladies didn't see it. That's by
Okay.
using eggshells. And if you look at the beginning of the video, you could see how she did it.
Right. And it'll look like this.
Isn't that gorgeous?
That's just a little box I made.
Oh, another bug.
I
Kelly's
wish
making.
my internet wouldn't be so messed up.
Yeah, but you know what, Barbara? We made it. You made it work. Not we. You made it work, and that's. Oh, okay. So now you're using it. I'm sorry, I got a bug trying to. A little fruit fly attacking me. Telly's making food: steak, taters, peas, and carrots. So you're using a little tool to help crack it.
Yeah, it's a knitting needle.
Oh, okay.
That because when I put the on, everything wants to stick to my fingers, so I started
That's
using that, and it also breaks it up better.
right.
Right?
Okay. All right. And the
Yeah.
last thing. because we only have a few more, I'm only going to stay on for maybe about 15, 20 more minutes, is I wanted to show you that this is another bone I have from my skeleton that I didn't use for my bone basket. And of course, this is his head. And I'll just show you, I don't know if anybody's interested. I mean, really, how many people are going to go out and get skulls? Just how I age this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. Yeah, fruit flies and mosquitoes. So I'm going to take this bone because this is also going to be out for display, and I don't like this bright white color because it looks fake. I think this looks a little bit more realistic for an old skull. So the first thing that I do is, this is Deco Art Americana. It's raw umber. This is the first thing. There's lots of different coats going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. That's something that you have to do a lot. Looks like he's been dead for a while. Yes. Whoa, get a little water in there. Yep, he's been, poor thing. What do I call him? I forgot what I call him. Uric. Yes. I think that was Macbeth or Hamlet. He was talking to the skull and called it Uric. So this guy's name is Uric. The other skeleton I have that's a bank is called Poke. That was a long story, but whatever. And this is this is how I antique it. Now this is really, I poured a lot of water in here, but that's okay. And I need some Bounty. And this is just the start to get the really bright white off of it. I do put paints on it afterwards. Yeah, this is too wet. Hold on. We'll take care of that. Pour some back in the water and get some more. These are, these are sort of cheap, these paints, so I don't mind if I waste it a little bit. So, Barbara, what is your favorite color? If you had one color that you had to pick, not that you decorate with or not that just the color you like using the best in your art, do you have a favorite color?
Probably pink.
Yeah?
Yeah, pink. I do like aqua. Aqua is another one of my favorites.
Aqua? Yeah, that's a pretty
But
color.
I like the pastels. I like pastel colors. I ain't into dark colors.
Okay.
I guess that's why I like shabby,
Yes. Yes.
because
And
it's the
that makes,
lighter colors.
so if you had it like, if
Yeah.
you were making something, you would go for making it in pink or shabby chic colors first, right? If you had your choice.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So ladies in chat, because I think it's all ladies, what is your favorite color? What is the colors that you go for first when you're making something? If you don't, Victoria says she likes jewel tones and naturals. Nice. I could see that.
Cool.
See that in your work. You have a lot of those. Barbara Oliver says black. Teresa says red and the color turquoise. Nice. Ashley is gray, blue, and black.
Cool. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I find that I use.
What is Joanne?
I don't know. She didn't answer me yet. And we didn't get Telly or Christine either. Or Martha, if she's still here or she's making her crab legs. And Teresa said she also likes black as well. I don't know. Maybe Christine is yelling with Jack, although they're not. They have. And then Jack should tell us his favorite colors too, although he doesn't craft.
Right.
Well, I think everybody knows that one of my favorite colors to craft in is black. So I don't. Martha
Yeah.
likes purple. Okay, she'll go for purple. Christine says pinks, purple, and turquoise. Okay, so it's now is it the deep ones, Christine, or is it the
Yeah.
pastel ones? I finally got up the nerve. This is Joanne. I finally got up the nerve to blend paint around the edges of a napkin I decoupaged to blend it with the background. It turned out better than I expected. Wow, Joanne, good for you.
Cool, cool, Joanne.
I'm so glad that you did that. You're going outside the comfort zone. Perfect. So now Christine says that Jack's favorite colors are green and blue. And Joanne's are neutrals, pastels, and jewel tones.
Ah,
Kathleen says
cool.
turquoise and purples. So we have a wide range of colors here. It's nice. I'm not going to remember what everybody
Yeah.
said. I don't know if the lady Cynthia is still here or Bran is still here. I haven't seen them chat a long time. But if they're still here, I'd love to know their colors too. So yeah, you can all go, oh yeah, I was watching a crafting channel and she was aging bones. Well, it's at the end. That's at the end. We had the earlier. We had Barbara showing us cracked eggshell pumpkins. Telly, did Telly tell us what her favorite colors were and I missed it? Because you know I have the memory of a sieve. Oh,
I like purples too. Light purple.
light purple. June's going to
Yeah.
show aging bone.
Hmm.
I need to. Oh, I hope you show Jack my bone basket. I love my bone basket. June's the necklace Kathleen made yesterday is real turquoise and amethyst. Beautiful. See, the amethyst that I like is, of course, I like the dark purple. I think I like dark, vibrant colors more. You know, but it's good because we all have different
Yeah.
favorites, so that makes it interesting. Like
Right.
one color I realized that I really don't ever craft with, and I mean, I like gold, but I don't ever, very rarely, if ever, use yellow. I use a lot of gold, but I don't even
Uh,
think I've made a mouse in yellow, and I've made mice in lots of different colors.
I don't do much in yellow,
Yeah.
which when we had the challenge and it was yellow, I think that was about one of the first times I'd used yellow.
Oh, yeah, I remember that there was a challenge with yellow. I think so. What was the challenge?
Yep.
Just everything in yellow? Yeah, Joanne
It was
really.
my, I picked it. That's what I
Oh,
can't
was your
remember.
and you and you asked to use yellow? Oh gosh. Ugh, okay.
It was, I think it was hard and you had to use yellow.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. I don't remember.
Vic says, I haven't
And I
got,
was the one that picked it, but I still don't
you don't remember. That's okay, because I didn't even do it. I'm sorry. It was probably a paperish crafty thing.
remember.
So, you know,
It
Vic
was.
said, I haven't gotten to craft much lately. Baths, homework, cooking, and the flower gardens. Yes, well, your gardens, Vic, I saw uh, all your pics on Instagram. I think you posted all of them on Facebook too. They were just absolutely, if nobody, well, everybody should go. Well, not every, Vic's gardens are beautiful and they're worth looking at. That's the proper way to say that.
She has a beautiful garden.
Yep. Everything is so
I
my
saw,
garden is looking a little wretched right now, but hers was absolutely gorgeous.
and as hot as it is in North Carolina, I don't see how it's so pretty.
Well, I think it's called
Everything around here
coleus.
is dead.
Coleus, I
Yeah,
think it is. She was using, and the colors in them are so beautiful, and she had them so vibrant that, like, when I do a coleus, I guess because I don't pinch it enough or feed it enough, it gets so leggy and messy. But your thing was just beautiful. Now, all right, I gotta wash this out. I'll be right back. Oh, we don't have much time left, Barbara. It's 8:27. So you know what? I'm just gonna tell everybody what I'm doing because I'm gonna get off. I grow a lot of I saw some of
okay.
your plants. This is again folk art. I don't even know what the color is. Oh, wait it. It's linen. I like this color. I saw it. The only size bottle was this, so I figured I'd be doing a lot of bones. So sun coleus. So what I take with this is I try to dry brush it a little bit, get some off, and then just start going over. So it's like layers, and I'm just showing you real quick. It's layers and layers of color. And then after this, I might put on some of that. I have the sheepskin chalk paint, so I might put some of that on. So I know that not everybody's going to run out and go and want to age bones. I do, I do understand that, but it's going to be great for Halloween. Let me tell you, this is gonna. Well, see, I love seriously. Okay, let's take it away from being a bone. This is so interesting. I don't even know what this is. Is this the tailbone or something like that? I think it's the tailbone because this looks like it's another one of the vertebrae coming up. But this is just really pretty as an odd piece to have. I just real like if you didn't think it was a bone and you thought it was a piece of coral or something, I think it would be, a little Barbara, we lost you. Barbara, oopsie, Sun Coleus. Okay. Barbara, if you can hear me, you have the circle, your screen went blank and you have the circle of doom. Oh, Barbara's off. Okay. Well, I'm gonna get off soon anyway. So if you would see this and just think that this is a piece of coral, this is a really pretty unusual thing to have, depending of course of what your decor is. And I like having, I don't know if anybody, yes, a nice top for a decorated bottle. It's beautiful. I have a whole bunch of bookshelves behind me. You're gonna see my laundry. So excuse me. Oh, that's my back door, and that's my bathroom door. That's where I normally work, right over there. There's a chair in the way, and the extra refrigerator. You see all the bookshelves behind me and the laundry on the sofa. I like having unusual things on my bookshelves. It just makes it very interesting if people, oh, and then you can see Polk, the other skull. It just makes it unusual. And I like having some unusual things on the shelves. Okay, well, I got to tell you, it's 8:30. I am so glad that I had Barbara here with me, showing me that cracked eggshell pumpkins. I think that's really a lot of fun. If anybody, well, we're trying to get Telly in so she can show us next week because I'm going to go on, or I'll be on Wednesday. I don't know if Martha's coming on anytime in between now and Wednesday. I'm I am so glad that you all came in and to see that, and hopefully we can get Telly to show us some of the trees that she made. So I really want to thank everybody for coming and hanging out with us. And I'll see you. I'll see you all next Wednesday if I don't see you sooner on Martha's channel or whatever. Okay. I hope you all have it's a full moon. Go howl if you want, and have a great weekend if I don't see you. And I will be in school on Tuesday and Wednesday. So if I'm a little exhausted next week, that's just because, well, whatever. But I'm going to try to keep the show short because when I do go back to school, I have to end it at 8:30 because I have to get ready for the next day. So good night, everybody. I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay, Barbara. I'm sorry you got kicked out, but thanks again for coming on. It was a lot of fun, and you're going to have to give me the recipe, and I will put the recipe in, not in the comments, but right under the video. So good night, everybody. Have a great evening, and I'll hope to see you soon. Bye bye.